and we rank it, and it will be probably different. But that ratio with the Vikings for Villese doesn't look too bad, because remember that the matchups, with the Vikings against the 16 players in the tournament. So when he has faced against them, it's still that percentage. Anyway, we have now already the first game, and we have TaToH as Khmer Red and Villese as the Vikings. What do you think, Mr. Dave, about this matchup? Well, we have talked a little bit, but now the map generation.
Do we have Mapu here with us? Member,
yes,
is that next
Mapu.
weekend? Oh my God, Mapu! I didn't even say hello, Mapu, our amazing observer. I missed you, my friend. I missed you.
He's here, man. He's here.
Yeah, like I said, with this, with these Civs matchups, it feels not too bad for Vikings in this situation. I mean, I think if you're looking at TaToH's draft, this would be one of the Civs you would pick to go up against with Vikings, just because late Imperial, the Berserks feel good. In the early game, the Drush or Men-at-Arms rush against Khmer feels decent. Granted, villagers can hop into houses, but Khmer don't really want to go into an archer range to counter you, right? That's not their strong suit. Yeah. So I think it's very doable for Villese.
So you think, like your fellow Canadian Hera, that he said that Vikings has been buff in the last patch instead of nerf because of the Thunder?
I think we're still trying to figure it out. I don't think they've been nerfed that much, but if you think about the success areas for Vikings where they usually kill people, it's early Imperial Age, right? With that Arbalest death ball, or that's where they usually killed people. And now that's going to be a little bit worse without thumb rings. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because of these maps too, right? The maps are very open. It doesn't really play towards the Viking style a lot of the time.
Yeah, for that probably the result is not that great, even if he won't. But we can focus now on the map. We can see how Villese is already laming 2 ships. Not big deal against Khmer if you start to pump in farms, but if he's taking that elephant, which is not the case because now TaToH is coming, there you go. Now TaToH is gonna take the second one. It's quite early. Both elephants. He's afraid of the lame. It's too
well,
early.
He already lost 2 goats. He already lost 2 goats, man. I mean, you can't take the risk, right? You lose 2 goats, that's fine. You push in an extra zebra or ostrich, but if you lose 2 goats and an elephant, man, like you're not opening a zoo anytime soon, right?
No,
did you lose 4?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, 2.
No.
The hype caster, that's what you are, man. Fake hype caster. You lost 4!
Well, you are not so quiet when you are casting with me. I mean, you get quite infected. I think, depend who you are casting, you adapt so well, Mr. Dave. We have to say, is that correct or not? Come on,
it's dangerous, man. My blood pressure goes up when I'm with you, dude.
For that, guys, we have to confess. I'm asking him, hey, Dave, we cast together this week, and then he said, okay, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Anyway, let's go. Do you want that we spoil what other casts we're going to make together in the tournament, or we keep it?
Yeah, sure. Spoil away.
We can spoil. We will be co-casting the grand final together. So we don't have to keep it. And Dave and me, we will be co-casting the grand final together. No matter who is going to be playing or whatever, we're going to be co-casting the grand final. So and that's it. I will be co-casting, if nothing is going wrong, one of the semifinals with T90. T90 will be also this Saturday with me co-casting as well, for the information that a lot of people was asking about him. T90 will be Saturday co-casting with me in the channel. T90 will be also in a semifinal with me co-casting as well, and more information for other co-casting duos soon, because we have to keep some hype. Come on, Mr. Dave. We cannot spoil all in one day, I think we have spoiled it a lot already. Anyway, now that we have said all this information, we see how TaToH is going up. 19 population, Mr.
19
Dave.
pop. Yeah, after losing 2 goats too. So I feel like even with Khmer, he's gonna struggle a little bit for food, right? He was forced to, I think he pushed in a zebra and an ostrich. I don't know if he pushed all of them in. But the food situation for him is going to be a little bit scarce here. Yeah, he left 1.
Not even a meal.
So he only got an extra 280 food, and he lost 200 with those goats. No mill.
God,
yeah, what the?
No mill. Yeah, he's going archers. He's going double archery range, or he's gonna go archers. Double archery range. Look at the wood. Double archery range opening. I feel. No.
Okay.
Is that? That's it.
It has to be. It has to be. He can't go scouts here. He only has 3 on food, and it's all on 1 goat, and that's all he has left. He doesn't even have a mill on the berries yet. He's gonna go onto gold there. He's got 3 on gold, and Villese sees that.
He's now doing the mill, but even like that, look at this. If you are not doing the barrack, he has the mill, he has the archery range, but he still have even wood to make whatever he wants now. Like blacksmith or archery range, you think he's gonna make right away? I think double archery range is even better because he doesn't have a lot of food to make the fletching right away, you know?
Well, he has no vision on Villese's base either. He doesn't know that Villese is most likely going to be fully walled. There is a hole there, but if there's anyone that's going to check, Mem, it's going to be Villese.
Yeah, I believe so too. Anyway, he's using quite a lot of resources to wall everything. And if you are going full artist, he's going right away. He's never leaving a hole, man. He's literally never leaving a hole. Oh my god, okay. He's fully walled.
He's a beast.
He's gonna be fully walled.
TaToH went up really early. 18 population, right? Or was it 19 or 18 population into an archery range. Mills the berries later, and during that time, he scouted none of what Villese was up to. So now he's going to show up at Villese's base against Vikings and see that he is indeed fully walled. What do you do now in TaToH's position? This can't be what he was hoping for. It can't be.
But maybe he's just gonna stay sadly for us a little bit defensive and going for castle. I mean, Khmer will have also great economy. He has a lot of farming right now. Can we check Mapu how many farms got Villese? Let me check Villese base.
We can see TaToH's. He's got like 7. Villese has, well, he has goats.
Well, he got goats forever. That's true.
Right?
That's true. Well, but Khmer farms, you know, he's gonna be getting the food like, phew, phew, phew. Look, all the food he's getting already, you know. It's gonna be great. So, yeah, sadly, no aggression because he sees that everything is completely wall. So if they are not going really aggro right now, this is gonna be a Castle Age game. And then what? I would love to see Scorpions with Khmer, really. I mean, why it's not happening more? I would too. Because if you go Archers and Scorpions against Vikings, how'd you stop that?
Well, I mean, you'd have to mix in some Knights or Mangonels with Vikings, right? And then it's kind of... Knights don't feel great with them. You don't get Bloodlines. You're probably not going to get the armor for them either. And then if you're going Siege, all you need to do is pull it out of range and you can outrange them with the Scorpions. But still, I don't like this from TaToH, Mem. I don't. Like, Vikings get Wheelbarrow for free. And you went up to Feudal Age really quickly so you could drop 1 archer range and start building your archer mass against Vikings. And now they're fully walled. I don't understand what the benefit of this strategy is.
Yeah, well, I don't understand either, but maybe he's feeling that, I don't know. I mean, he did a lot of farms really, really early, but you can do either way with any other strategy as well. Still,
well, he didn't even get Horse Collar before he put the farms down.
Yeah.
He got Horse Collar after he put down 7 farms.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, but still, you check the resources and look. It looks like he's going to go up faster. I mean, this is insane. I mean, who is watching and is new into the game and is watching the stream for the first time, they say, this red player is cheating. Look at the food count, how it's going up. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
You know, remember that you don't need to drop the food from Khmer. Now has to be careful with that. That micro from Villese was quite solid. He pushed really back, and now he need to go back completely.
Good angles from Villese. And if he pushes this back and wipes up this army, he can hit those berries from TaToH that TaToH still has a lot left on because he didn't go to that early, right? He went to that once he was in Feudal Age, by the way. He made the mill there once he was in Feudal. Such a weird build from him. So strange.
Well, TaToH is let's say a special player and telling in a good way, you know? He's not that kind of meta player. Let's see, average fletching, okay. A little bit faster for Mr. Villese, okay. Now we see those hill advantage here well, they are trying to get the hills. Has to be careful, but man, that economy, man. Look at Khmer, he's clicking in 60 minutes. What the hell? I mean...
He's clicking and Villese will probably be... It's probably be a minute behind, probably.
Okay. He's up already.
I just wonder, like, Is this a forward siege workshop from TaToH now? Because he's got the pressure.
I love to see.
With the archers, with the range units. Is this a forward siege workshop near that hill, and he's going to pressure the Vikings? Or does he have something else in mind? I mean, I'm constantly guessing so far this game as to what the game plan is from TaToH as he's fighting uphill, and now it looks like he can't put a forward siege workshop because Villese has similar production, has taken some good engagements, actually has the favorable KD. Now, second archer range from Villese. He's about to click up to the Castle Age, and he'll be, like I said, about a minute behind TaToH.
Yeah, well, we will see. He's microing properly, Villese, and as you said, it's going to be exactly that. 1 minute. 1 minute and 10 seconds, to be more precise. Not too big difference, but imagine just there, Dave, a siege workshop, in that spot, in his face. I mean, you make a lot of them. He's doing a stable. Is that a stable? I think that's a stable, right, Mapu? With his building Villese at home?
Yeah,
let's go to
Villese
Villese,
is hiding the
because
stable.
I think that's a stable. Yeah, it's a stable there. Okay. And he's killed. Yeah,
And
but
he's-
TaToH
he's-
too. TaToH is going for the stable too.
Yeah, well, you have to probably expect that with the Khmer, and I think TaToH would be expecting Villese to go for like a sneak stable here. I don't know if he'd be expecting the
Oh my
scouts
God.
to come out from Villese.
But he's going he's going all in. Look at what he did with the market right now. Look at the stone from TaToH. TaToH is going forward. He's sending a village as well. The stable is at home, but the village is going forward. He's gonna clean those arches, but that village, it's just happening there. And Siege Workshop, just do it already. I like that Siege Workshop. He's a little bit... he can lose it if Villese is now sending some army there. He should make a little bit more at the back and on top of the hill, but I think he's going to be up.
I like the fact that TaToH kind of pulled. There was one scout from Villese that he made when he was going up to deal with the skirmishers. And yeah, Mapu's going right over there, and he pulled it away with the remaining skirmishers so he wouldn't see the siege workshop, because there was a world in which Villese could deny that. And then TaToH's strategy would be completely delayed forever, right? And Villese is going to hit the Castle Age here. He's going to go immediately for a second TC. We see double stable there for TaToH.
Whoa, that's quite solid. But the thing is, the question here is, what is he going to do now in the siege workshop? He has already a Scorpion, but he has to be careful because the knights are going to be there. He still didn't see yet the building, but double stable is going 1 TC, husbandry, chambered in armor. TaToH is going definitely all in. He will need a monastery, Villese, Dave.
Yep.
I think so.
And
another building
TaToH, I
forward?
think, is going to need a monastery of his own, too.
Okay.
There it is, right there.
Two, yeah. Did he lose the first
play there.
the forward? I believe. No, what happened? He sent it back.
No, I think
Okay,
he
no,
sent it back.
He sent it back. Yeah. Okay, the knights are coming. There is 2 knights, 1 knight as well. Crossbows. He has to be careful. He's an oath army for TaToH. Not yet. He has only 3 knights, 3 skirmishes. The siege workshop is there. Obviously, Villese with more army. The monastery is going to be there. Yes, and the knights are going to be able to deal with that one, probably. But you don't want to lose that village, and he's not gonna wall. He's not gonna lose. Sorry, because he's walling. Monastery is going to be up. And how many scorpions he got?
Careful.
3 scorpions already. Oh my God, that's so many scorpions, Mr. Dave.
Yeah, and Villese went a little bit too far there, and TaToH is trying to get good hits. Villese, though, with the knights, able to snipe a Scorpion and able to get away with those crossbows. Barely. Not much HP. 84 out of 315 left on those bad boys. So he is lucky to get away at all, and he's actually adding in barracks behind this, too.
Yeah, but now it's gonna be difficult to wall. He's not gonna wall, he's gonna be open. He has to be careful for sure. There's no ballistic. The pikeman upgrade is already there, but he lost a village. TaToH is putting all the pressure. He's going all in. We wanted aggression, Dave, and we have aggression in this one.
Yeah, we have aggression, and I think the TaToH knows right now, man, that he's on a timer because he's up against Viking Eco. Vikings, he probably suspects he has a second TC. I don't know if he's seen it yet, but he knows that Wheelbarrow is in. He knows that Handcart is in, and he knows that he needs to do damage in Castle Age. And Villese knows the same thing. He's just going to try and defend for as long as possible until his eco really kicks in, and he can get superior production. He's actually going for a monastery back. He's got a barracks. He's got a siege workshop, and he looks extremely calm right now in the webcam, Villese.
Wait, he moving also? I don't know if he's even moving, but yeah, as you said, he's focused. He's truly, truly focused. The knights are just coming with the ramp, but he's hiding a little bit the Mangle. Mangle is already there, but you don't want to lose, and he's not gonna lose. There's a lot of farming, man. He got a lot of farming.
I think there's a knight forward from Villese too. I think there's a knight raiding from Villese. I see a blue dot there, yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's good from Villese. That's really good.
Yeah, not only what you kill, Dave, it's also the distraction he's doing, know, and of course, let's focus now Mopo in front because there's a lot more going on, and that knight is already going to be bye-bye. So let's focus in the forward. He's trying to go all in with the knights, he's still walling, but this can be, oh my god, this battle. Let's see, the monk, he convert one pike, but those are many pikes. Those pikes, remember?
Yeah, you can't hit that.
He can, he has the scorpion, I think he can kill it. He can kill everything with the scorpions, no? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I was talking about Villese's Mangonel. He tried to attack around the Scorpions. He thought he had the same range as the Khmer with his Mangonel, I guess. He didn't quite get him, but now he has Pikeman. He's got this third TC going up to the south, and his villager count is now getting pretty high here, Mem. It's just whether he can keep up production with the Khmer. TaToH looking for opportunities there with the Knights. Pressuring with the Rams, taking out the production buildings. Villese has 4 pikemen in the queue, has more Mangonels coming out. TaToH's running out of time here.
Oh man, and now another Mangonel coming. He has some kill advantage there, but those are pikes, monks. I mean, he has everything. Villese has everything. A lot of pikes, a lot of crossbows, monk that he lost. Now that Mangonel maybe he's gonna lose as well. He need to repair, not needed anymore. Trying to keep going. He's 17 villages ahead. What else? TaToH need here to dominate. How many scorpions? Okay.
Oh man. And they're like ballistic missiles, right? Like, they hit you from a different continent. Look at that, Villese getting nuked by the scorpions. Mangonel trying to find damage. He can't quite range them. TaToH with some good micro there, and TaToH takes out another barracks in the north there. Villese's villager count still climbing, but he can't engage against the scorpions yet.
He cannot, and also those spikes are only +1, he's not +2. The knights are strong, he's gonna try to kill the Mangonel. He's trying to kill so many scorpions. Ay. This battle is gonna be for TaToH, I believe. So many knights, so many scorpions. TaToH is gonna take, Dave, absolutely everything, man. He's killing all.
Yeah, it's just whether Villese can keep up with the production, right? He's going back to the hill, and TaToH needs to be careful not to overextend with those scorpions. Villese is now adding more barracks, but the wave is incoming here from TaToH. Can he stop this? He's sniping the monks now, but TaToH clearing up the rest of the crossbows.
My goodness, it's all TC, all 1 TC in, and he's taking everything. I don't know if he's gonna be definitive for the game, but right now, army for Villese. Look at the KD, 69-30, and now killing all. Whoa, I mean, Villese knows that he has to move with the economy, but TaToH also 2 Mangonels. 1 TC, man. 1 TC, all aggressive in this open map Arabian. You cannot wall. JG call.
Wow. Really good positioning there for TaToH with the siege workshop on the hill. I still think that opening is garbage, but I think he made it work. He definitely made it work. I'm not gonna lie to you, Mem, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That opening is I don't see it working very often, but it did work here. And he got the siege workshop up and managed some really good micro with the scorpions. I think Villese definitely didn't need to dive there with the Mangonels. Like, he could have just sat on that hill in his base and waited until his economy kicked in and kept production. But apparently, I don't know, he felt the need to go out there, and he thought he could get some good shots on the scorpions, and he just couldn't.
Should be more patient, right? Like, he didn't need to commit. And look at this, 17 villages more, and it's still, Vikings probably has the worst ratio win-losses in the tournament. Honestly. I think it is like this. Oh my God. Okay, well, we can go back to the draft and see what other civilizations they have. And let's see what the civilizations are, and what do you think is going to be next? Because, well, Mayans or Aztecs, one of those.
Well, I mean, Mayans or Aztecs would be the typical pick, but then TaToH's going to know that that's the typical pick, right? So do you go for another one of your civilizations to try and match up against a potential counter civ to the Mezzo? That's the question. Like, I don't know. Mind games within mind games here, Mem.
Well, I know the civilizations already. The civilizations already are going to be Aztecs and Sicilians. Ha! What do you think about that one? Oh my goodness.
Aztecs and Sicilians. I mean, Sicilians, Aztecs are still the best civ probably for Arabia 1v1, but Sicilians feel decent against almost everybody, right? And against Aztecs, they definitely have some answers. If the Aztecs are going for archers or skirmishers early or something like that, Sicilians take less bonus damage. And then obviously against the Eagles, you can even go into knights of your own with some crossbows to back it up. Or I'm not sure how well sergeants trade against Eagles. They feel really slow. I don't think they'd be able to catch up to them. So maybe not an option.
And what a creative strategy you can play against the Aztecs, because I don't see. I mean, I was telling you in the previous game, I hope to see the siege and the scorpions, and then it happens, because I feel that they are very strong. Win rate with the Aztecs 68%, win rate with Sicilian TaToH 80%, not bad at all. Of course, it's not the same in tournament, but it's very nice to see that TaToH with that civilization just dominate. Remember, this is facing the other 15 players, Dave. So, oh boy, with Sicilians, he's dominate, man. But I'm thinking what he can do.
TaToH was one of the earliest people to recognize how good the Sicilians were, right? As with many civs, TaToH is an innovator when it comes to strategies and new civs and whatnot. So I expect great things here from him. And Villese, you give him a great civ and he's going to have good results. And Aztecs is arguably the best civ in the game for Arabia. So we'll see what he can get done here.
Okay, you can see people was telling maybe it's a look. Oh, that box at the back I recognize. It pese componentes. You know what that means? New setup for TaToH. Some good components there. Oh my goodness, I know that because it's a Spanish good shop. So he's taking a new setup. Maybe a monitor. Maybe a keyboard. Maybe now he has a new mouse and he dominates for that reason. Who knows, Mr. Dave? But with Sicilians and Aztecs, I mean, I hate the Aztecs. I mean, I hate the Eagles, better say it. I play against them. They are so powerful, man. Did you see Doubt before with the Mayans? I mean, unstoppable, man.
Yep, and Aztecs are even worse than the Mayans in terms of military production.
Exactly.
And they can go into archers, into crossbows, they can go into eagles if they want to, and then of course the Jaguar warriors got buffed too, Mem. So if you're going into longswords to counter them, you can make a counter to the counter now if you're the Aztecs, and it's a little bit stronger than it was before.
Okay, let's see what is going to happen, because as you can see, TaToH is as red in the north with Sicilians, Villese again as a blue in the south, and this is going to be just lovely. The map generation, as we can see, or we will see soon when we are back. There you go. Wood at the back, berries in the hill by good position, but very open map, Mr. Dave, with 3 wood lines standard and 1 with oasis.
I see that eagle from Villese going forward. There it is, and there's the elephant. And Villese is going to get his elephant lamed here. Or TaToH is going to get his elephant lamed by Villese. Yep.
400 foot extra for him. And where's TaToH? TaToH is out of position, so he's not going to be able to defend. And now he will need to find those goats and probably go and push the deers. This is lucky for Villese also. He's going to find also his goats on the way to go back. Those are the deers that he belonged. Remember that there is 2 pack of deers. One, the one that is the one you have to push, the main one, and the others are much farther. So not those ones. I think the main deers is in front. Yes, those are the deers. That's it. Okay. Well,
those are some weird looking deer there, man.
Yeah. It's zebra.
They have 2 legs.
Okay. Okay. Well, Dave, in this situation, if the Aztecs are super dangerous already, what with 400 extra food more?
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to be able to get into those. They'll probably open men-at-arms, right? If you're Villese in this situation, like men-at-arms have been so powerful on this King of the Desert Arabia, and you know the gold is forward from TaToH, so you can pressure that location. You'll heal up your eagle a little bit, or I guess push in the ostrich now and then go for it and likely scout the berries to hit. And with extra food, men-at-arms are going to be even easier, and it's going to be even smoother for you to make your way into the eagles, into the castle age.
Yeah, so let's see. I mean, what we don't see anymore is fast castle, you know, because it's just not possible. It's a gamble that you cannot take in this map, right?
Well, I mean, we've only seen one set with MBL, so we'll see if there's anybody
MBL,
that can wall this map. Yeah, it might be MBL. So we'll get deeper into the tournament and see what's going on with the FC builds.
Okay.
Wow, Villese
For now, we can see.
is sending his eagle forward and taking that fight against the scout. Doesn't feel like he has enough HP left to take that. It's close.
No,
did he do the math?
He will lose the eagle.
He did the math, folks. And he didn't pay attention to the
man.
answer.
Well, he lost. He lost the eagle. And now it's a small advantage for TaToH because he can surprise his opponent. And now, do you think he needed to take this battle? Man,
no.
You don't want to lose the eagle. No. Seriously.
Yeah. I think
he
even more when
he laid it. Yeah.
Yeah, how much HP he lost from the lame.
Okay. Well, there you go. Zebra down, so he will have the economy. He's on the way to feudal age faster. You can see, guys, how the players, even when they get limited, they can adapt. Obviously, he put like 5 villages on berries, if I'm not wrong. Those are 5, right? Yeah. Even 6, maybe? Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay. How many he got? 6 villages on berries. Whoa. That's quite a lot. But
well, I mean, you gotta make up
food?
400. Yeah, 400 food. You gotta make up for, right? So I guess he managed to push in an ostrich and 2 zebra. That's 280, or I guess 420 more food. And then you need another couple extra villagers on the berries. But Villese now building up his militia. He's going to have a ton of food in the bank once this elephant is dead or done collecting from. And he's going to go men-at-arms.
Okay, we have now the militias will be men-at-arms expected. What is TaToH going to do? Because he's going on goal and the barrack is late. He's going to go archers again. Okay, the problem with the Aztecs is that, remember guys, that they can put their eagles on the field as well. While then probably with all the archers, it's not going to be an oath. But TaToH is at the limit with every. So, well, he still have a gold left. Good wood for TaToH, by the way. Yeah, and now, but he need to make it. He need to wall. The militias are coming. He's going to deny that one. Put the fog of war, please. Well, that doesn't matter anymore because he's there. And, okay.
That's
you are not doing the artillery range. Oh my goodness, disaster.
Yep. And the usual defense against men-at-arms is, if you're going one range, it's just a micro around it. And, oh my God, TaToH managing to quick wall that villager in.
Nice.
Still going to be a delay, though. And Villese with some good blocks against that villager trying to pick him off. But TaToH deeks his way around and going to avoid damage for the time being. But he's off gold, mem, and the archer range is late.
Yeah, well, he has 96 gold in the bank. Not an oath. Obviously, he need to go for the goal. I don't know if he still make even up. Well, in this kind of situation with a dungeon. But we have seen how in the previous series, in the previous week, Villese got, well, a slow start, let's say, against his opponent. And then he dominated. Do you think he's going to be able to do the same? Because the first game was not that great and then dominated Miguel. Obviously, TaToH, different player, but this is a very smooth start for the Finnish player.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great start, right? His archery range was up first. Hopefully, he sees that scout and picks it off. I mean, it's like one hit away. He's not going to. Archer and the scout are just going to pass by each other. The men-at-arms are still pressuring that gold. And Villese is still, you know, making this a little bit stressful for TaToH as the men-at-arms are trying to get good hits. Can they get this villager? Ooh. They get him.
Yeah, he got it. He definitely got it. And now he needs to be careful. The archer, man, this can be game already.
Archer too. Yeah.
It's just insane, man. It's incredible, man. Really. TaToH need to now use the Villese there. He's doing some skirmishes, and well, a good thing is doing the fletching. The problem is that, and if he is able to counter this back, what advantage is getting already economically talking Villese? He has 2 Villese more. He's gonna lose probably another. No, he saved it. That the skirmish is there is great. Yeah,
he
but
added an eagle,
there.
Mehmet. That's so important.
Great.
That eagle will chase down those skirmishers, manage to kill them, and Villese will keep this position on the hill. He's done an excellent job microing his men-at-arms, not getting them too close to the TC or too close to the range units from TaToH, and he's just denying him gold at the moment, and TaToH's other golds are super far away. So this is fantastic stuff from Villese. This feels really bad if you're in TaToH's position.
Yeah, he's an awesome play there. 4 Villese behind because he forced him 58 second either TC. That is a stable with what food? I mean, is the right building, but with what food, Dave? He has no resources.
Yeah, he's forced to drop more farms, but he doesn't even have the wood to drop farms. He's got 15 on wood at the moment. He ungarrisons the skirmishers from the archer range, but the eagles are on the case. The men-at-arms are on the case. And we just look at Vilese's resources compared to TaToH's, and it just seems like he's got a lot more in the bank constantly and a lot better allocation in terms of villager numbers.
Wow. Okay, need to go back. Need to go to the TC. Still 12 army, 5 army, 4 army even now. So complicated. He's doing now a scout, but man, how a snowball can be this kind of situation.
Oh, super.
He was kind of,
especially with Aztecs.
Kind of overconfident, like TaToH being there. You know that the Aztecs usually come with the men-at-arms pretty much every game, right? So it was kind of a little bit too greedy to go pretty much naked there to try to make the archery range without any protection.
Yeah, your win condition for pushing back the Aztecs early is to get the range up and get archers out right away. So I'm surprised he didn't just keep his eye on that forward position. He took it off for 1 second, and Villese was able to deny that, and that just killed all the momentum that TaToH could have had. Villese is still camping away on that gold. TaToH still has no other gold options to go to, and he's just building up the scouts currently, and scouts aren't going to be enough to push this back.
Maybe he should try to go with the Villese and make a donjo there. Like, I don't know, like you need to get the goal, and a donjo might help. You have 300 stones, so why not? Like, he's there all the time. How many scouts he got already? 2 scouts or 3 scouts now. Okay.
It's getting near enough, but Villese is actually taking out that archer range with the men-at-arms. And TaToH's going to lose another production building. Look, he's building an archer range back. He's done it. I have to say, TaToH has done a fantastic job microing with these skirmishers. He hasn't lost one in a while. And he's been constantly taking HP from these eagles. It's going to make it easier for his scouts to engage. But still, look at Vilese's resources. He's getting wheelbarrow right now. 400 food in the bank. 300 gold. Already has 8 on gold. He's already thinking about the full switch into eagles and Castle Age. Farming eco is set up. It's just beautiful, man.
Yeah, he's so clean. He's really, really clean. So aggressive. The scouts are coming. Okay, now he can take the hill. This can be a good one. This can be a good one with the scout. And if he played properly, use micro, the skirmish is now good. He needs to find the way to kill the archers. The scout might do the job. And now TaToH is just micro in the archers. But this is so many units. I don't know if it's going to be an oath. Seems like not. No. It's not an oath. Oh, remember, those Sigis are with the plus one.
Much.
Yeah, but those Sigis are even with the +1, and now he's on the way to Castle. It's unbelievable, man. This game has been Villese masterclass how to use the Aztecs, honestly. Seriously.
Yep. And we can
so
we can tie it back. We can tie it back to TaToH not putting 2 palisade walls in between the archer range and the gold, right? He got denied the archer range, and then Villese took that position, and TaToH just couldn't reclaim it. He finally is pushing Villese back, but it feels like this is what Villese wants to do, right? He wants to fall back and build up his military, get it upgraded, and then hit TaToH while TaToH is still sitting in feudal age.
He will sit even more because he's doing now a scale bargain armor. He's doing the upgrade for the scout. Those scouts are also going bye-bye because more and more Eagles are coming. And I really believe, I don't know what you think. I don't like to say that because we want to hype all the games, but we don't want to lie to the viewers that this, if he reaches Castle,
this is over.
might gonna give up. Absolutely, man. Like, it's impossible that he can stop. I mean, Sicilians are great. Yes, they do. But in feudal versus feudal, not in feudal versus castle age.
Yeah, and Villese is going to save all his army. He's not going to take any risks here. He's not going to let TaToH into his base. Well, he's trying to stop it with a house, but TaToH doesn't go in wisely.
Goal, maybe.
I don't know if he can range much of that gold with the skirmishers. Like, it's going to be really difficult. He's just going to tickle him with those skirmishers, you know? And now TaToH is selling a crazy amount of resources. He's thinking about clicking up to the next stage. Villese is going to be there, though.
TaToH is up to castle age. Well, I mean, how TaToH managed his economy and now doing the donjo on the goal, I love it. Yeah. I mean, how he managed to set up his economy to go up is amazing. But Villese is gonna give up that. He's ignoring that army. Villese is just going forward.
Ignore it. Just ignore it. You can kill that army with like 4 eagles once you get them upgraded. Just ignore that.
Damn.
You just send your army forward. Hope that TaToH hasn't walled, and I think TaToH is actually walling up right now. He realizes the danger.
Ooh, he's gonna be able to wall in time. I think he will. Well, we don't like the walls, but honestly, what else he can do in this situation? Only this. Walls is the only available choice. Hopefully, he's not leaving any hole. Stone left pretty much nothing. 25. He's mining his stone. Man, according to the situation, TaToH is playing excellent.
Yeah, TaToH recovered really well, and a big part of that was the skirmisher micro that he had. He just kept weakening the eagles, weakening them, forcing Villese off his gold. He reclaimed it, put the donge in there. He's now going into another stable. He's going to have to hold Villese out, though, until he can get the numbers, because the eagles, we know, Mem, are very deadly, and Villese has 3 barracks to make them with.
Yeah, he has to be careful. It's true that he's having some good resources. So he's going to try to go... He's going to go knights. He's not going infantry. He's going with double stable. He's doing the second one there. He's walling still. It might lose a villain. No, it's still not losing anything.
Crossbow
upgrade play by
Villese.
Okay.
So he's going to be able to prevent the walls.
He's open.
Behind.
I think he's open.
And it's there is a hole there.
It's open.
The skirmishers
it's open. Mapu.
Get wiped up at the front, but there is a hole.
Yeah. It's a hole between the Bloodwing and the house. I was sure that there was a hole. Aye. If the game was very, very difficult with this situation just in mind now, yeah, he has no army. This is impossible.
And the crossbows will come over to that wood line. Yeah.
Well, no,
and now TaToH. TaToH's hoping for
a
hole now in the wood line, man.
No. There's no holes there. No. There's no hole.
Where's the hole now? I need it. Where is it?
Where's the holes when you need it, right? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
There you go, man. Oh man. Well, that was a very good play by Villese. I mean, he used the Aztecs at the maximum. He lamed it, but the lame was important, but the key was denying that archery range. Honestly, if he could do the archery range in time, he was fine because TaToH was controlling his macro, his economy really, really well. I don't know what you think.
And the value that Villese got off those men-at-arms, even after he denied the range, was insane. He just kept sending them in. TaToH would have to back his villagers away or back the skirmishers away, and Villese would just camp on that hill on the gold. And behind that, he was completely undisturbed. I think he was even taking the zebra and ostrich with his villagers. Like, he didn't care about his eco because he knew TaToH would be camping out in his own base. And he made his way to Castle Age. And as soon as he clicked Castle, even with the great recovery that TaToH had, it just felt like the game was over, because Aztecs getting the Castle Age, 3 barracks eagle production, like, what are you going to do against that? It's so difficult.
Yeah, pretty much nothing. Well, we are checking there the military. You can move on there if you want, Mr. Mapu. No worries. Even if we are talking about other stuff, the viewers can see it. Just go slowly, moving into all the tabs. Villese with more economy, technology. He reached Castle Age obviously faster, and in social, obviously, with the advantage. We can move now to the draft and check the civilizations left. And hopefully, guys, you like this draft. This is a cool one, better than the last week. We can see there the crown on the victories, and you can see obviously Sicilians already and Vikings use it. And then we have Mayans, Celts, Huns and Berbers, Franks, Indians, Byzantines, and Mongols for TaToH, Mr. Dave. What do you think now is going to be? Let's make some guess. This is a gamble. A gamble.
I feel like it's going to be Mongols for TaToH. And I think it might be Mayans for Villese.
Well, I know what is the civilization, so I don't want to go like I'm Memstradamus, Dave. Hans versus Mongols, man.
Hans versus Mongols. Okay, so you know what? 50%. I'll take 50%.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We take that. But this is a classic, man. This is like back in the days. Hans versus Mongols, man. Let's go.
There's no Mongols. What are you talking about, Mem? You can't read anymore? It's not
Classic,
Mongols.
man. Hans and Mongols.
No, it's not Mongols. It's Franks.
How is? Well, I'm just telling what they tell me. I mean, are you sticking with your game or what? Nah.
Yeah.
It was booked then. Well, I'm not in my game. It's what they tell me. You know, they tell me in the chat. If you check the chat, you are not in the chat. You are in the chat. Check the chat. What they tell me in the production chat.
I don't need the chat. No.
Okay. Villese and TaToH Hans versus Mongols. Franks. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. It's the new Mongols.
It's same Mongols, man. Krasini is telling me. Well, Krasini, thanks, DE. What can we say? Well, then it's Hans and Franks. Well, Franks is classic too. So shut up, Dave.
Franks is classic too. You're not wrong. Yeah. Although back in the day, it was pretty rare to see Franks on Arabia before they got the extra HP on their scouts, right? And before they got the berry bonus too.
Yeah, that was completely different than now. Well, Villese as the Hans, Franks TaToH. You saw Mr. Yo game and you saw his interview probably, right? He said for him, the cavalry, Franks is the top #1 Civ in this map. What do you think?
Okay. Well, I mean, his draft, if you look at Yo's draft, was all cavalry, basically. So obviously he believes it. I don't know if they're #1. I think we'll have to wait until the later rounds even to figure out who the best Civ is on this map and this particular patch. But they've definitely been good so far. Franks are one of those Civs that you know what's coming and you can't stop it because it's so good, right? And they're probably going to go scouts. They're probably going to go knights. And you're just trying to figure out answers. Huns, on the other hand, have a lot of different options. They could go scouts. They could open archers. They could open with a drush. They could go cav archers and castle age. They could go knights. They could go so many things. And you're just constantly guessing with them. I think for Villese, he's going to hope that the maps are pretty open and that he can just use his mobility with the Huns to constantly raid TaToH throughout this.
Okay, I'm just checking the map for now and checking the TaToH map. I like it without the back, all at the back. The berries are not ideal and berries is really important with Franks. But Villese map, not a single wood line at the back. One on a side and the other two forward. The goal is at the back and the berries is at the back, but extremely open map. Open for both, but much more open if you ask me for Villese. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, definitely without that wood option at the back, he's going to struggle, but he is Huns, Mem. So I guess if you're defending with Huns, you're probably doing something not correct. you should be defending with aggression with them, especially in the castle age. That's where Huns really thrive. So Villese is going to hope to have military forward. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, the point will be if he was this map against Hans, if you see cav archers all over, then you are screwed. But in this situation, should be a little bit better for Villese. Anyway, you can always wall. There's a ways to wall. It's difficult. There's no houses with the Hans. You're going to save some wood, but also you're going to struggle in some other aspect of the game. But at the end, Hans are Hans, as we said. And they are all pushing the ostrich deers. They are not going for, zebras. They are not going for exploring. They are being greedy, staying at home, both players. So they plan to go scouts.
Yeah, and TaToH's already starting the wall off there with his houses, so you can see a little bit on what he's planning. He's planning to wall to that northern wood line, and then probably against the edge of the map, and then secure that gold somehow and wall to his TC. Keep himself safe into the castle age.
Okay. Let's see. Mill already. It's going to be quick. I believe that TaToH is going to go up 19 population. If he push all those zebras also with Frank's bonus with the berries might be, well, he's getting now the mill, but he has, look at the TC, man. It's a part of this, man. Okay. I think it's going to be 19 pop-up and going to scouts. We're going to see some aggression. Hopefully, it's going to be a lot of feudal aggression. Oh, what happened to TaToH? Is this a pause? Maybe.
They call it timeout?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could just call a timeout like that.
No, he's not even
gonna pause.
He's not even doing that. It's not even a pause. He's just drinking. I mean, he has set up everything. If you notice, he's now doing the loop. He doesn't need to touch the keyboard. What the hell? TaToH, amazing multitasking. Huh. Okay. And he's going up 19 population. We call it that correct? 19 pop with Franks, which is, yeah, and 20 with Hans. I mean, if it very, very fast, we have seen this more than one time with Frank Civilization, Dave.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised he's just delayed going out to the berries for so long. You know, like what if your opponent? Now I know it's rare, but what if the Huns went for a drush here and showed up at your berries? It feels like you would be not able to take those at all with only one villager there.
Get your point. Well, he wanted to get all the deers. He's confident.
Yeah.
It's true that Hans is not usually going men at arms, you know. And that's probably why he did. Anyway, he's walling on that area, walling the goal, which is going to be very nice. Villese might surprise us with something different, or we're going to go scout. We see two lumber camps really far from each other. I love it. One on the left, one on the right. For Villese, as you can see, he's protecting one of those, and probably he's going to make the military buildings on the left. We will see what it's going to be. And he's walling all. Okay. He's going to be a scout.
Still no barracks for Villese?
No barrack for Villese yet. He forgot.
It's really delaying that. Oh, there. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Okay, he's doing the barrack and now stable. He's going to be a scout. So, a scout into... with this map, a scout into Blasmith and then Castle, or maybe going for archers will be... Well, with Franks, probably skirmishers.
Yeah, I feel like it's really tough to just go scouts alone, right? On this map. Even if you're fully walled like TaToH is, I mean, your berries are still going to be exposed at the front, which means you need to drop a lot of farms, which means you need a lot on wood, which means you need to protect your wood lines. And if your opponent goes for archers and your scouts are just wandering around, your wood lines can get ranged. So it's going to be really difficult. I'd love to see the follow-up. I assume it's going to be scouts and the skirmishers, like you said, for the Franks. Just to protect himself until he gets to Castle Age.
Okay, doing the horse corner. We have the stable up as well. Both are trying to send a spear forward. Okay, he's gonna hit that one. Got it. He hit some. Now he's sending another spear. For now, he's full scout. Both with horse collar. Obviously, Franks is for free, which is even better. But more scout and a spear are coming. But obviously, TaToH in a small, with a small advantage. Because he's wall, except the berries, Dave.
Yep, and his scouts have a little bit more HP, right? Because Villese doesn't have bloodlines yet. So Franks will have the advantage early. TaToH's still looking for damage at the back of his base. Villese will be able to repair that wall in time. More spearmen coming forward from TaToH, but not really going to accomplish much because there's no scouts there from Villese yet. That lion actually putting in work.
Okay, well, he's going with the scout. He has to be careful. There's a spear in the berries. Now we see how TaToH is trying to go there behind Villese base and his wall. I mean, it's not fully wall, but his main resources are wall. Obviously, it's not the same that TaToH walls, but still, they are going to be effective for now. Population total, Villese is already ahead. 1 billion? Why that happened? Some idle TC? Nah, it's few seconds. It's few seconds, and as we expected, Villese is already doing the archery range, Dave, which is, well, expected.
Archer range follow-up, and meanwhile for TaToH, I don't think there's an archer range yet, as we see that spearman being nuked by the lion too. Yeah, there's no archer range, and Villese is kind of building his scout numbers, and if he gets scouts out here with range follow-up to deal with the spearman, TaToH could be in some big trouble if he doesn't have a range of his own.
Okay, we have the 2 villages on goal now. Not too much, obviously, but I think we're gonna see some really feudal aggression here. And as you said, if he's not adding the archery range, I don't know if TaToH can see the archery range. Can we put TaToH point of view, please, Mapo, and see if he has spotted the archery range? I don't think he did. No.
Nope.
He don't even know the stable. He knows that he's doing because he saw the scouts, but that's it. So he didn't explore at all. Now this is open the berries as we expected. I know he will take it. It's all good. Well, this can be a problem, Dave.
Yeah, his response, instead of adding the range, seems to be make more scouts. And I'll just kill the I'll kill the range units as they come across towards my base. Or I'll deal with Villese scouts with scouts of my own. But that's a lot of scouts from Villese. And I think most of those are full HP.
No, but he had so many spears there. So, that was a bad move, a small bad move there by Villese. And as you said, okay, there's another spear here. Now he see the goal. So now TaToH knows that with so many villages on goal right now,
wall it up.
There is archers. There is archers. I mean, he has to know. Dave, with so many villages on goal, he knows that this is not already going to castle. It's just army. It's just really army. And TaToH will have to be careful. 6 SPs and 4 scouts is not going to work when he has like 4 or 5 archers on the field, Dave. And now TaToH is going to discover the archery range. There you go. He can see it. The archers are going. Okay, he's going to overchop that wood. Probably not. Spears is still going. And DC, no. They are not getting a big engagement yet. That is going to happen as soon as the archers are going forward, Dave.
Yeah, and the archers are moving out. I like the fact that Villese isn't getting them too far away from his scouts. I think his scouts are following up now. Both players are going to be clicking up around the same time. I think TaToH will be a little bit ahead, but I think Villese is in a much better position to punish the transition period here for TaToH as he comes into the berries with the scouts, with the archers. He's probably going to get the bloodlines and armor upgrade for the scouts as soon as he clicks up to the next stage, so he should be in a position to make them even stronger to punish TaToH. TaToH clearing up the spearmen at the back, and now Villese is coming in here. How much damage can he do? It looks like 1 villager dead.
Oh, TaToH don't even have the building to go up.
Doesn't have the second building.
Doesn't have the building to go up. He got the resources, and this is terrible for his game. He need the buildings, man. Where's the black? Well, now he did it. Now he need to click up. He click up, but he also has some buildings on the queue because I don't see it yet. The castle is there. Skill bar in armor, but the problem is he has no army at all. And if he's breaking in there, it's gonna be a big problem for the goal because you need goal. Otherwise, the transition to castle is useless. But he's walling, he should be fine. Anyway, Villese, as you said, he's gonna go up to castle. And Dave, he's gonna be with much more army. Still, Franks will be able to pump in knights very, very fast.
Yeah, they'll be able to pump in knights, but it's still, if Villese like dives at any point here, once he gets bloodlines and the armor, there's potential for him to do damage if TaToH underreacts, right? Like, let's say he sends his knights forward because he's not worried about this army. Villese could potentially pick villagers. The scouts also give him good vision on what TaToH's moves are going to be early in Castle Age. So I like Villese's position a little bit more here, even though TaToH is up to Castle Age first.
Yeah, well, and Villese has also wheelbarrow, so he's basically
that dead. Surely that bill's dead, right?
Yeah, it will be. Villese is dead. The berries are already denied. It's true that he got almost everything already. Wheelbarrow is gonna give some boost as well, bloodlines, and now it's gonna be the typical, right? Cab archers, Mr. Dave versus Knight. It's true that economy, you take the resources there for TaToH, and it looks great. 600 gold, 600 wood, almost 600 food as well. So balanced. You can make 2 extra TCs and go in Knights, but you have to be scared about the cab archers with the hands.
Yep. Yeah, and this forward army, even though it's relatively weak and it's going to die against Knights to Villese, I think it's going to buy him time to start building up, get into Castle Age and start building up those Cav Archer numbers. Like, if TaToH could have sent the Knights forward right away, that would be really good for him. But Villese is just being so annoying here, and he picks off another villager, man.
It's 3 villages already. And he's doing the job. Chambered in armor bow, so he's not doing extra TC for now. Obviously, he's gonna try to clean that, and he's gonna take another villain. No, the Knights are there with the +2. He's now going back a little, but he's gonna try to probably snipe that villain in the next minutes. If he remember that he's very, very low HP, that army is gonna be cleaned. Yes, but now he's getting what he wanted to keep him away from his base because he was slightly behind. Population though, it's almost the same, but hands are very scary in these kind of situations, Dave. Even university, my goodness. How many archery ranges is that? 3 archery ranges? Oh. That's a lot of potential cav archers.
I don't like the fact that Villese is just now walling that right side. It feels like if you committed to that... Oh, he sees the villager building the siege workshop. Can't quite kill her in time. But,
I think he will. Yeah, he'll kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those scouts are kind of useless, so you try to kill... Oh, and he didn't wall, there's a hole! Now he's taking also a villager, fair village killed by TaToH, creating some chaos. Now that village is in danger to be lost, no, because he's walling, and the cavaliers are there. He has been a little bit sloppy in this area, right? When you can see that your opponent is quite safe, and just a little bit too late, as you mentioned, walling, and also with some hole, that can be a problem, because now he put TaToH in a more comfortable position.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing good on the left side. With all the walling and everything. It feels like he just didn't prioritize that north side of his base, but the Scorpions are now coming across from TaToH. Knights on the field from Villese. He saw the siege workshop, so he's going to add those in early. Doesn't have the armor with them, so really has to avoid engagements against the Knights from TaToH. But he's responding to that raid in the north and actually taking a few hits from the Knights on his cav archers, so a little bit distracted there, Mem.
Yeah, that's a problem for sure. That's definitely a problem. He has to be careful. Oh my god, he's gonna get inside. That will need to move all those villagers. I don't think he has the army enough to hold. He has all the armies split. I love how TaToH is playing this, Dave, because he's sending knights all over. He's forcing him to move all the economy from Villese, and this is a big trouble. Those knights are +2 and doesn't have yet set up good amount of cav archers and forcing him to go back. Even like that, he only killed 1 villager in that move.
Yeah,
crazy.
A lot of idle time, though. Tons of idle time for Villese's economy. And Villese's archery ranges are forward. So if he wants to reinforce his army, he's going to have to be creative with how he moves units back, especially from that one being attacked. And he's just trying to build his cav archer army at the moment, so that's going to kind of hurt him. Villese, it just feels like... Oh, wow, he calls the GG.
He called it! He called it the GG. Whoa! I mean, he was in a dominant position, TaToH, but I didn't expect that call. Can we check the map again, Mapu, please? Because I want to check if he got another goal at the back. Let's go back to the map, please.
Villese has one, yeah. He has one over to the right side.
He had one at the back, right?
Villagers on it. Yeah.
At the back?
Right over there.
Yeah.
See?
Why he didn't try a little bit more? I mean, I know it was a difficult position, but he got ballistic even. What the hell? Okay, I mean, it was difficult for sure, but cav archers, ballistic, well, it's still 15 knights, Dave. He got more knights
I know, but,
than the less cav archers, you know?
He killed 4 villagers on the way up to Castle Age. He has to know that with this amount of knights, TaToH is unlikely to be 2 TC at the moment, especially with Siege. And if you clear this, then you have free reign over the entire map. I feel like you just... at least take a fight before calling it.
Yeah.
I guess Villese just wasn't... Yeah, he wasn't feeling his chances there, I guess. He saw the Scorpions and he got reminded of game 1, Mem. He's like, no, I'm good.
Deja vu, let's go back. Yeah, okay. Well, you can see that in numbers, it was very close. Not in the kills losses. At the end, he got, obviously, the advantage. Army high 18, Village is the same, but TaToH got the map control there. So, well, we can go back.
Yep. That's so weird to me. Villese isn't usually one of those calling an early GG. I guess he just really didn't like his chances. You feel like just try and take a fight, though. You know?
Yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah, I mean, it was in a dominant position, but still. Anyway, now we still have... Well, he still have the Mayans. You know, Mayans... Celts and Berbers. I think he's gonna use now the Mayans. Being 2-1 behind, it makes sense to don't use the Mayans. I think he should use it.
Looking up at the civs he's matching up against, Mongols, Byzantines, Indians. If Mayans feels decent against all of those, right?
I like Byzantines against Mayans, for example. I like that one. You go to castle.
It's not a hard
counter,
castle,
though.
Yeah,
it's still hard, but Byzantines, cataphracts, man. Of course, you need to put a castle. This is quite a lot, we know, but still, he's the one that in late game it looks like they can do the job.
Yeah, but can they get to late game? That's the question against Lions.
That's the problem.
Very
That's the problem always. Oh my God. I think they are playing already. They are going to start. We will see. And what is going to be now?
Who's TaToH talking to?
I don't know.
He's just talking to someone. Is he talking to himself?
I don't know who he's talking. Yeah. He's talking to himself. Yeah. It's okay. I cannot read his... Oh. No. He's just thinking about the sieves. Okay. Well, we will see, guys. Well, this is going to be game number 4. And I think it's going to be Mayans. And then we will see what is going to pick TaToH. He seems to be very concerned. Okay.
Villese
And here we are,
doesn't seem
Mr. Dave.
concerned at all, either.
Yeah.
You see his face?
1-2.
Yeah.
1-2 to TaToH. This could be. I mean, he's no upset because we have seen how the seed here is 8 and 9. So anything can happen in this series, you know. Like it's not like they are playing like. Well, I expected a little bit more for Mr. Yo versus Doga, but Mr. Yo today, like, gave no chances, Dave. And now we have TaToH with 2-1 lead, and potentially a decider. Well, depend if there's Mayans there, most likely.
I mean, I would pick Mayans here, but maybe you still have to win with 2 civs, man, if you want to win the series, right? And the way this works, like, winning a game here or there doesn't really count towards a tiebreaker, if I remember correctly, since you have the elimination matches and the winners matches to go through. So maybe you're just trying to counter your opponent's civ pick or whatever you think they're going to pick, rather than going with your strongest civ to keep yourself in the series to go to a game number 5.
Still have Berbers, Celts, both are dangerous civilizations, so it's strong. Do we have the game? I think TaToH, we got a small delay because TaToH has to restart his game for whatever reason. I think that was what he was talking, you know? He was talking to himself like, thanks, come on. He was blaming the E, you know?
Yep.
And then he came back.
I see the game now, and we actually, in an incredible mix-up here, folks, we have Villese versus Krasinski for our next game. So TaToH subbing in Krasinski for himself, and we'll see if the legendary Krasinski can make something happen. Yeah, maybe we give him like 3 computers on hardest or something. Do you think that'd be enough?
There's a handicap option now, so it can be, you know, it can be.
Should we crank that. That puppy up to like 200% or what? Like how high? What percentage do we give him? I've heard 110 is tough. I can't imagine 200.
I'm checking if Krasinski says something, but Krasinski's focus. Yeah. He's full pro. Full pro. We can check, guys. We can check the schedule for the remaining series, and we can see the schedule for today. I don't know if we have also the schedule for tomorrow. So, Mr. Freezy, if we have the schedule, we can check it out, because tomorrow is gonna be also some 6 series. This is how it's going till now. Doubt 3-1 to Nico. Mr. Yo, total domination. The current 1-2 for TaToH, and then we still have Lee versus Islam. I hope that your fellow Canadian is playing like he played against Bhakti, because then Lee or Islam can be just insane, Mr. Dave.
Yeah, that's always the question, right? I think peak Slam can keep up with anybody. But the question is tournament Slam. Is that peak? I think he's gotten better, Memb, in the last year or so with results in tournaments and his mentality and everything. But we have always asked the same question for the last, God, how many years has it been? 6, 7, 8 years? Like, what's going to happen in a 1v1 situation in a tournament with Slam?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. It's true that he has evolved for sure and improve. And do look at tomorrow games. Tomorrow games. Jordan ACCM. NBL Winchester. Looking forward to that series so much, Mr. Dave. I don't know you. The Viper Casbah and Hera versus TaToH. What do you think about those? Because tomorrow is going to be insane.
Yeah, I'm looking at the first 2 sets of the day. I think ACCM is going to bring it tomorrow versus Jordan. I think Jordan's going to find it really difficult to win that. I favor ACCM there. And then MBL versus Vinchester. 2 players with giant question marks every single time, right? What are they going to bring? Are they going to show up on peak form? Is MBL going to be feeling good about himself? Is Vinchester going to pick any civilizations like Goths or something? And then Viper versus Casva and Hera versus TaToH. I think the questions there will be what sort of form Viper and Hera are in, because they're the clear favorites going into those 2. But,
Yeah, well,
I mean,
crazy.
Viper was the clear favorite against Say My Name, and Say My Name took him to 5 games, so anything can happen, right?
No, yeah. Anything can happen. This is definitely not Villese and TaToH. Now it's going to be correct. There you go. TaToH and Villese. And the civilizations, hopefully now is not booked. Indians versus Mayans. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Indian versus Mayans. By the way, Mr. Domes, thank you so much for the support. Man, 11 subscribers gift. But Indians versus Mayans, Dave, what is this? Let's check this.
Yikes.
Well, with
I don't
Mayans,
like Indians here in this matchup at all.
No,
I don't like
not
them.
at all. Would you
No.
go light caps? Cap archers? I mean, I'm talking in Castellage, but and how you pressure?
You could
if
pull a
go,
Neek
like,
off and try and get into elephant archers like he did earlier
yeah,
today.
stone walls then. Stone walls.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my God. This is very bad for Indians. Definitely bad. But Indians overall, there's 39 civilizations. Is Indians that great civilization? Well, in some specific matchup, maybe, but not in this one. And this is game number 4, guys. With me is Dave, and we have TaToH as a red on the left or in the south. Whatever you would prefer, guys. Villese in the north, or on the right side in your monitors, guys, as a blue. And with Mayans, we were talking before starting, and Mayans here, Mr. Dave, seems to be total domination if you play them properly. Look at this TaToH. TaToH is not happy. What happened with TaToH? TaToH is not happy. Something is bothering him. And right now, we can see the map generation here with gold in front for TaToH. Birds on the right side. Woodline, well, several woodlines, so but far from the TC, Mr. Dave.
Yeah, and Villese also coming forward with his scout right away. So the eagle is on the hunt, Mem, for some hunt.
Yeah. But look at TaToH taking the elephant in minute 1. So he knows. He's taking the elephant right away. Yeah, no joking around. But he's gonna take maybe the sheep, I don't know, or the goats in this case, going to the left. It's about to be there. Huh? Well, he find the main goal, sorry. So he knows that TaToH is there.
I think Villese needs to go back soon. He hasn't found 4 of his goats. And he hasn't pushed anything in, and he hasn't lamed anything from TaToH. I think he needs to make the executive decision to leave and go back to his base and secure his own economy, because he's kind of heard it already. Unless he can find this elephant at the back. And that's going to be a difficult lure, though, because TaToH will see that, and the scout is faster than the eagle. So he can catch up to it and deny the lame.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry, guys. The music is going to be gone in a moment. And the Thriddle is on wood. He has to be careful with those, with the eagle. Well, he walled a little bit because you can't get it. He's exploring everything, but no, he's not laming anything. So good so far for TaToH right now. Didn't lose anything. He got all his goals under the TC. So everything is perfect right there, Mr. Dave.
Yeah, and it's fortunate for Villese that TaToH is opting to push in these zebra and ostrich. He's not going forward. He could lame 4 of Villese's goats if he went forward. There are 4 unfound ones that Villese will need to come back and claim.
Okay, let's see. He didn't find those in front. He didn't push, obviously, the zebras. The problem that I see here is that even if you go full feudal, really aggressive, Villese only need to go full army as well, and then you don't counter the Mayans. Like seriously, like how you do it? Maybe towers forward, or like some crazy aggression with men at arms or something. If you go standard, how you counter this civilization? Really, cheaper archers as well. Like good economy. Of course, the Indians got the cheaper Villese, but it's so difficult matchup for TaToH. Really difficult. I mean, I'm trying to find a way, and I don't find it.
I think TaToH thought that Villese was I think TaToH thought that TaToH knew that Villese was going to pick Mayans, so Villese was going to go for Berbers, and then Indians were going to match up against Berbers. Does that make sense? So he picked Indians.
Yeah, maybe thinking that okay, let's secure the game number 5 just in case, because the Mayans is going to be. I mean, I don't know. It's so weird, you know. Can you repeat again, Dave? I need to think again.
It took me a minute to get that sorted in my mind before. I can't remember it.
You cannot repeat it anymore. I mean, I'm just still processing. Also, like, what? Yeah, but maybe it's right. Anyway, I'm thinking like, what? Okay. Repeat it again.
All right, you can just say English is my second language. I don't get. I have no excuse, man. Like.
Anyway, let's go and see what's gonna happen here, because Villese is now obviously securing the berries, is the most exposed resources. The map is now nice for Villese, as you can see, and okay.
Men-at-Arms incoming. Looks like it anyway. He's not producing anything. Okay. He's not producing anything. Oh. Okay, there it is. Nice.
Yeah, it was weird. It was kind of a little bit slow
pushing
now,
that
but it's
zebra
fine.
too, though. That zebra's trolling. Villese. It went all the way.
Yeah.
Man, where is it going?
The zebra is going back. I hate when that happened when I play the game. For that, I prefer to cast. You know. Definitely, man. Okay, let's see. Now he has the militia, but was suspected. TaToH is going up very, very fast. He's going to go scouts, I believe. No, he has gold there. I can see that he's on gold. So 3 villages on gold. So he's just going to go what? Because he's not doing militia. He's going archers again. Okay, but they still... archers only, it can work. It's very difficult because at some point he will add also eagles as well. So you add some skirmisher and then eagles. And then you will need a stable somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, if there's any player to figure out this matchup, though, it's probably TaToH. And granted, if Villese takes a few bad engagements, it won't really matter the civs in Feudal Age, right? If TaToH gets the army advantage and it goes into a feudal war, it doesn't really matter that you're Mayans if TaToH has 3 or 4 more units on the field and can push you back. Not until your Castle Age anyway, so maybe that happens. We'll see. Villese heading in here. He's getting that Men-at-Arm upgrade. Archer range follow-up. That's very predictable. TaToH's going to scout that, so no surprises there. And the Men-at-Arms will find their way all the way around this wood line back to the berries. That's where he wants to focus on, apparently.
Yeah, and he's going to be
really
there.
tough for TaToH to quick berries on the hill.
It's so difficult. Look how even TaToH cannot...
Yeah.
Look. I mean, it's so complicated when it's not flat map. It's much more complicated. He sent it that one. There's one bullet that is now stuck. So he's going to try to deny that mill. Maybe going to even kill it. No, the archers are just coming. And he should be okay. His 2 archers are already with fletching. I like it. That's nice.
Yep.
And the scout is already
good defense
there. So
there
should
from
be
TaToH.
fine.
Yeah. Good build from TaToH. He pushed in all those... or a couple zebra early, got the vision on the archer range, know exactly what the follow-up is, and knew that the Men-at-Arms were coming. He had the archers out in time, and he's going to push him away. Now, Villese is coming back across the map, and I love this play from TaToH to send his scout over there to pick off the reinforcements.
Take the skirmisher.
If he gets rid of
That's
that,
amazing.
yeah, if he gets rid of that skirm, then he can suddenly have momentum in the middle, and the Men-at-Arms get no value from Villese whatsoever.
That's
Great
amazing.
stuff.
And the skirmish is bye-bye. There you go. Great. And now trying to pick up that eagle. He need to put it back. And those archers with fletching now, as you say, the Men-at-Arms are gone pretty much. If you play properly, let's see that because the eagle is so annoying. The problem is that the Mayans is going to have more skirmishes there, but still, he's getting all the hits. Look at the eagle is going to be gone. And he cannot stop with the Men-at-Arms because the archers are so close. And the eagle is bye-bye. Great job by TaToH. Seriously.
Yeah, and I'm honestly surprised that Villese kind of threw those Men-at-Arms in there. He's going to get some decent hits actually on the archers. That might matter at the end of the day. But the Men-at-Arms will go down. KD is now 5-0 for TaToH.
5-0.
Yeah, 3 of those kills on the men-at-arms didn't really matter that much because there's no skirmishers for TaToH mixed in yet, so they're not going to find that much value. Still, good defense so far from the Spaniard.
Well, let's see, because there is, it's trying to wall all the map. It's still some hole at the back. And now the hill advantage is going to be for who? Well, right now, TaToH is still pushing. Look how he's taking all those. And it's still 7-0, now 7-1. This is the first hit he's taken. And this is a great aggression here by TaToH. He's doing an amazing job killing all the skirmishes. So when you get this advantage, what you do? Because, I mean, the Mayans recover. Do you go forward? Do you go now maybe a stable second archery range and keep the numbers? Because he knows that TaToH is right now ahead. So you should probably make something else, or just try to go castle it as soon as possible, because look at the resources.
I think you can defend with skirmishers here if you're in Vilese's position, and maybe add in a few eagles, and it looks like he's adding in eagles. TaToH, he's banking resources. He's looking to go to Castle Age Mem. He's done the damage that he needs to do, keeping Villese at his base, and he's going to take this into the next stage. I guess the question is, like, is that going to accomplish what you want it to? What can you make in Castle Age that's going to counter the eagles coming across from Villese? Like, you're not going to go knights. You can't. Is it just going to be crossbows? Maybe cav archers? It just feels so awkward.
Yeah, it's difficult. But the good thing here is the economy he has right now. He's getting there. He has the buildings already. He sell the stone even. So he just want to go castle it as soon as possible. And he will click up in 16 minutes. And if there is a way to win the Mayans with this civilization, it's exactly what he's doing. Trying to go up as fast as possible. He has more army than Villese. He's on the way to castle it so damn fast. This is awesome transition to castle it, Dave. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
But now
and once again, using that market, man. We've seen a lot of the players shift into market use, especially on this Arabia where you're playing 1 TC Castle Age, right? So great stuff there from TaToH to balance. Villese is getting wheelbarrow currently. He should be able to click up in about a minute's time. And TaToH, I guess the question for me is, like, do you go into crossbows here at Castle Age? Do you go into cav archers? What is the composition?
Yeah, well, I mean, if he's able to make the damage early, maybe he doesn't need a composition. Like, he's really ahead to be Castle Age. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that he's able to go up now. Villese, he has the market. I don't know if he has the market at home. Mapu, can we check if he has the... Well, don't check now, because there is a battle. But then when... well, I don't know if he has the market. He's doing the market now. Let's go back. There you go. Thank you, Mapu. Yeah, he will be up quite now, but it's still 2 minutes. And 2 minutes with crossbows and his skirmishes in front, it can work for TaToH. What do you think?
Villese needs to wall that wood line at the back of his base.
Yeah, Villese is open at the back. Exactly.
Yeah. And he's just now going... I think he's just now going for his second barracks, Villese, too. So he didn't even have eagle production during this transition period. Maybe he's thinking about going into elite skirmisher immediately upon reaching Castle Age. TaToH is now in the Castle Age. Armor upgrade is coming in from Villese. He's walling to the TC, trying to get some houses down behind the palisade wall. Picking off reinforcements, which is a good play, but crossbows are going to be so deadly here while Villese is still stuck in feudal age.
Yeah. Well, he cannot see the crossbow, Botkin arrow is so many units, but he's going to the wrong side. It's happening all the time, Dave. He's going to the left. If he was going to the right, he will take a lot. Now he's gonna wall, and then Villese is gonna be fine. He has the same villages, you know, and then he will start to spam eagles non-stop. He has to be careful. He's gonna lose one, but that's not what matters. What matters is if he's getting inside and kill. He's with ballistic right now. Oof. Yep. Oof, Eagles are coming to try to kill some villages on goal.
Yeah, the Eagles are coming forward. They're not upgraded yet, though. He's not in the Castle Age, and Villese doesn't have enough stone for a tower mem. He sold it, and TaToH is going to get through the walls there, and that foundation is not placed. And Villese is in trouble here, and I think this is game.
He called it. He called it the game. Whoa! TaToH with the total domination. I mean... what is this? The TaToH practicing games with the Gamer Legion and Villese just quit the game. That was impressive, honestly. Like super clean by TaToH.
I think Villese thought that foundation was already like had some HP on it and it could buy him enough time. But as soon as the crossbows got in there, he realized that he's going to be sitting in his TC for a long period of time. TaToH can micro down his skirmishers. His Eagle upgrades are going to be too expensive and too long, and he's not going to have enough. Damn. We were talking about the Civ mismatch here, Mem, but it doesn't matter if you take the advantage in Feudal Age and then get up to Castle Age that much faster with just cleaner play. The Civ doesn't even come into play at that point. Like, sure, Villese has a few Eagles on the field, but you just have superior military numbers, and TaToH showed that he can finish the game before the Castle Age compositions even come into effect.
Whoa. That was insane. We don't even need to check the statistics. I mean, we were talking a lot about the civilization, but when you play that smooth, Dave, look what happened here. You know, the civilization, it matters, but less. And look at here. Total domination, man. Well, TaToH did the job. We can check the statistics. Mr. Mapu, let's go. And then we will see the replay from this series. I think we couldn't see. We will see at the end of the stream Mr. Yo versus Dogout. And military, look at this. 16-3. Okay. I mean, 16-3, Dave. Look
tells
at
you everything, dude.
Against the Mayans. Yeah, that say everything, man.
Tells you everything.
That's just crazy, man. And then we're going to move into social. Well, you can see we're going to move into the highlights of this series. As soon as we see this APN, we can go then freezy if you want and see the best moment of this series. That started in game number 1, Mr. Dave.
Yeah, game 1. I mean, TaToH with that crazy Feudal Age time to only get the wood upgrade and then start producing archers out of one range. He managed to get control for a little bit, but the Scorpions are the thing that won it for him, Mem. He got that forward position with the Siege Workshop. He managed to take a bunch of good shots against the crossbows, and then Villese just couldn't get any connections with his mangonels. Oh. We can see right here, he's looking for big shots, and he just can't get any connections whatsoever.
Exactly. Look at this battle. Like, he take all the mangonels with the Scorpions, he killed all the pikes. Like, TaToH has played this insane series,
What if Villese just camped on that hill back there and waited for his military numbers? That's my question. Like, did he need to take that? Anyway, I don't know. There's another lame. We saw TaToH get lamed Aztecs versus Sicilians, and this was the game that it seemed like TaToH just didn't have a chance. As soon as Villese camped this gold here, that was a really great job from Villese early. And this is a big fight that TaToH thought he might win. He didn't. The Eagles and the Men-at-Arms got good damage against the Scouts and the Skirmishers, and he kept his archers alive behind. Managed to hold on to that position a little bit longer and then make his way to Castle Age. Look at the res there.
Okay, well, he was taking
big clear
those.
Ups and the hole.
The hole, that was the only one that TaToH kind of, let's say, failed in this series and was against the Aztecs. You failed with that hole, you know. And, well, then here in game number 3, I mean, I'm taking now the numbers, and if you think twice a little bit here, he was pushing already with Siege. He was taking, and all the buildings were forward. So, to be honest, what Villese could do here?
Yeah, but the Knights were weak. Like, you take the fight and then you resign. You don't resign before the fight because odds. Maybe TaToH missed micros, right? Maybe his Knights aren't paying attention and they die.
Look at Villese, man. Look at Villese's reaction. He just left, man. He just left. Oh my god.
That's a weird reaction for him,
right? I mean,
that's a strange reaction for Villese. Yeah.
Like, he's always like so cold, let's say, more, you know, and he was like, he was probably angry. I don't know. Anyway, Dave, guys, let's see what TaToH has to say with Mr. Riley.
Victorious player here, TaToH. TaToH, congratulations. A great series here for you, 3-1. I want to talk about some of the stuff that we saw there starting off in game number 1. You really went very aggressive. We saw Villese trying to get up the walls and that sort of stuff. You pushed really, really well. Do you think that this new Arabia really just rewards all-out aggression, or how much defensive counterplay is there?
I think with a lot of kills, it helps to both, right? To attack and to defend. So it depends a lot on the position you can get on the map. Because if he has forward resources and he has a kill there, Obviously, it's easier for me to attack. But if he has all the resources at the back, that is something that usually doesn't happen. It's harder, right? Because he will have the heal, so it will be harder to push. But I was fully open. I decided to I cannot stay defensive because he can attack anywhere. So I decided to push and be like the aggressor, so I can control his army.
I guess we saw some of the pitfalls of that, the resource placement. Your forward gold, Villese did a great job of keeping you off that and really putting you on the back foot in the game that you lost. What was your plan there? I mean, was there a way that you thought you could get back into it if you recaptured the gold? What went wrong for you to lose that game?
Well, I think Villese played that perfect. Like he didn't give me a chance to come back after I kind of lost the board, so I had to put the deers and I couldn't scout enough. I knew he was going to go many times because with extra food as well, that helped him a lot. But I think the issue there was that I didn't wall my range. I should have walled. That was the mistake that I made. And then if I probably drop a dungeon there, I think that's the only things I could have done different. Then if I have gold, I can make some artists and then add the scouts. But he didn't give me a chance to either, so it was just really well played by him.
The resource denial there was really fantastic from him, but we did see him kind of throw in the towel a little earlier than expected. You pushed pretty heavily in game number 1, game number 3 with both Knights and Scorpions, and both of these pushes were remarkably effective. But the game where Villese conceded a little earlier than might have been expected, did that come as a surprise to you?
No. I mean, maybe he could have fight a bit more, but I think he was out of wood. Like I harassed the first on the right side, and then he invested a lot into walling because now it is expensive to wall, and we have to have houses, so you can have to wall with palisade. So I knew he was going to be low on wood, and I was kind of with the scorps and taking the ranges down, right? So he couldn't match my numbers on knights, and then knights always will overrun at the end. So he could have played a bit more, like maybe 2-3 more minutes, but at the end he couldn't move from his base, basically.
Yeah, you think you had that one locked up. Let's talk about Knights to close out the things out here with you, TaToH. Thanks for joining us. But I want to ask about Knights. Obviously, for reasons you'll probably be able to figure out, they are my favorite unit in the game. I love watching Knights get it done. We've seen a big resurgence in Cav civs. I was talking to Mr. Yo last week about how much he thinks, the Franks are really well positioned, about how cavalry civs on this new Open Arabia are really doing well. Do you agree with that? Do you think that Cav civs benefit from the changes to this map?
Obviously, it helps, right? Because the map can be really open, and that always mobility is always important. But I think it's more like archer ships are more likely to be banned, the strongest ones. So the remaining are not that strong, and they cannot match up with the strong cavalry ships. I think that's what is happening as well.
Well, whatever the case, congratulations on the 3-1 win,
Thank you so
much. Great to watch you performing at your best there. And I guess actually, hang on, one more question, because we all want to know. During that little break, Mem was trying to lip read what you were saying. Were you talking to yourself? What was going on there?
Like sometimes I so I can focus. I talk I speak loud, well, not loud. Like I speak instead of thinking about that. I just say on with voice. Out loud. But I was speaking in Spanish. Yeah, so.
Okay,
maybe he
it wasn't Mum calling you through for dinner, telling you that
the
food is ready.
No.
I can't pause a multiplayer game, Mum. Thanks for joining us, TaToH. Best of luck in the next game.
Thank you.